Hey y'all, Nate Wind here, and today we're talking about how I set up my projects in Premiere Pro in order to stay more organized. This system works really well for me, so hopefully it'll help you out. And so without further ado, let's hop into the computer. Okay, so now we're inside the computer, and I'm using an iMac right now. Open up Finder, and usually I do this on an external hard drive, but just for the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna do it on my desktop right now. So for the sake of this example, what we're gonna do is pretend this was a shoot from New Year's, talking about how they clean up Times Square after the whole celebration. So what I would do is I would create a new folder, and this is my master folder. This one would be I would date it 2020-0101 to stand for year 2020, January 1st. Underscore, let's say New Year cleanup, and that's it. That's my master folder. Now I'm gonna make 5 folders. One will be called Raw, which will have all of our raw footage in. One will be called Capture Scratch, which we will save the scratch folders to. I don't know why I write Capture Scratch, it's just kind of, it's what I was taught years ago, so that's just kind of what I've stuck with. But you can call it Scratch Discs, call it Scratch, call it Discs, whatever you want. Then we're gonna do a Premiere project folder, and that's where we're gonna save our project file. And then we are going to do an assets folder. That's where you put music, where you put extra photos, anything that isn't raw footage, you put in the assets folder so you know where to trace it back to. And then for when it's all over, we're gonna do one that's exports, and I always do exports all capital as well as raw all capital because it just makes it easier for me to find those folders quickly. So now that we have those, I am going to pretend I've already saved some of this example footage. This is actually from just a vlog thing I made when I was in Virginia Beach last summer, but we'll pretend that it is the cleanup footage. So what I would do is I would copy all of that, Command C, and then go into this folder, into the raw folder, and paste it, Command V. So now that all of that is pasted in there, what we're gonna do is go down and find where you have Premiere. Okay, so now that Premiere Pro is on its open window, we're gonna hit New Project, and we'll go in here and just copy, not the folder, but just copy the text of what you name the master folder, name the project, that same thing. We're gonna go to, under location, you have browse, and go find your master folder, and then for location, we're gonna go Premiere Project. So this is your project file, that's where that's being saved. And then all this, that's fine. Hit Scratch Discs, and then this is all of your scratch discs, so in case the project crashes or something and you're not able to save, this is where the auto saves go. So go back in here, and we're saving this to Capture Scratch, choose. All of these will go into the Capture Scratch folder. So these are all the scratch discs. These are all the reference discs. Discs is a hard word to say. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna hit OK, and it's gonna open our project. Now we have the blank project panel open, and you can import media by clicking this and opening it up, or you can just go into Finder, find that raw folder, and instead of going in and dragging all of these in individually, you can literally just click the raw folder, drag it straight into that window, and it will import it all in. And what's really nice about this is that it imports it keeping all of the folders that you had in Finder, which is great. So yeah, that's how you start it, and now you're good to start making your timeline, start cutting everything together. So like I said, all of your assets will go in the assets folder, so that's music, that's extra photos, anything extra goes in there. Next time you want to come in to work on the project again, just come into your master's folder, hit Premiere Project, and there it is. There's your project. So it's nice and easy, it's clean, you know where the raw footage is, you know where your scratch discs are, you know where all your extra stuff is, and then when you export it right to this folder, and you know where your final videos are. So that's it. That's how I keep my projects organized in Premiere Pro. I really hope that helped someone out there. If you have any questions or comments about it, please leave them down below. Please comment and let me know what else you'd like to see in the future. Any more tutorials or tips or anything like that, or any other questions you have about Premiere or shooting or anything in the video or photo world. If this helped, please leave a like down below. Please subscribe. I'm hoping to be able to do more of this kind of stuff in the future. And so that's it. I'll see you in the next one.